Oh, boy, we're here. How are ye, roaches? It is I, Josh Potter, with you once again, and guess what? So many shows coming in the fall. We're getting the fall filled up, baby. Make sure you come on out to Portland September 23rd. It's at the old Siren Theater up there. And then beyond that, we've got Skankfest September 29th through October 1st. Then we have old Pottstown, Pennsylvania at SoulJoel's. That's happening October 20th and 21st. Come to that, please, if you're in the Philadelphia area, around Western Pennsylvania. Beyond that, San Francisco Cobb's Comedy Club on October 26th. The 29th will be Seattle. I think this gentleman put me in here talking about getting high. Yeah, I hear my voice. I was like, what the hell is that? It scared me for a second. I was like, what the hell are y'all doing back there?
It was in your head.
It was in my head. But yes, buy tickets to all those shows. Please come on out in full roach force. Aside from that, twitch.tv/Josh_Potter. Been streaming Madden again, and boy, oh boy, people are turning up. So many viewers in the debut stream. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And today, we have a wonderful guest that I'm so excited about. She has a brand new podcast on top of her already successful podcast, This Bitch. It's Kim Congdon. The new podcast, The Kim Congdon Takeover. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you. Wow. I'm so happy to be back. You know, every time I do your show, the people in the comments are so nice to me.
Aren't they?
They're really, really nice. You have like some of the best fans in the world.
You know, they are the best, and sometimes they're not so nice to people, and I have to realize in my head that that's because those people suck.
Yeah. I trust your fans' judgment more than other comedians.
I learned that I have to as well. I said, you know what? My fans are telling me something, and boy, oh boy.
Are they right?
They're correct.
Yeah, are they?
Yes, a real wake-up call.
Oh, shit.
Coming from the fans.
Oh,
You know,
man.
everyone else in my life was saying the same thing, but, you know, the fans come out in full force, and then I say, oh, well, now my eyes are really open. My one eye specifically.
My eye is open.
But tell us all about the new pod.
Yeah, it's the Kim Congdon Takeover. Right now you can find it on YouTube, and I'm trying to get it on Spotify and iTunes and Apple Play currently today, so we'll see.
Ooh.
So by the time it comes out, it should be up there.
many
It's all
episodes?
a bitch. I got one episode out. I've got 3 recorded. We've got Jorge Masvidal on the first episode for all the UFC fans. Really fun episode. You see a new side to him. And then we've got Jordan Wisely from the
What kind of
Challenge.
side?
A very fun, friendly.
Oh, okay. Is he not friendly? I don't
No,
know.
no. He's friendly, but he's a fighter. And I feel like usually when he does podcasts, he's with other men and it's like a different energy. And he was a little more gentle.
Interesting.
He talked about salsa dancing, you know, a lot of fun stuff that you wouldn't expect from fucking Game Bread to say. I was shocked because I've been such a big fan for such a long time. I was watching him when he was
this
fighting.
the first time you got to like sit down with him?
So first time I've ever spoken to him, first time meeting him, I was so nervous. It was my first episode. You could tell I'm nervous. People are like, you're so flirty. I'm like, I am nervous.
It didn't seem nervous.
Did it seem flirty?
It didn't seem nervous.
Well, I also think he's like the coolest guy in the world.
Sure.
So I feel like even if it was like I can't even think of anyone else I'd want to meet more like in the fighting realm, but
I thought you were going to be like, if it was some troll, I would have done the same thing.
no, just like I thought he was cool, but I was nervous and it was scary. And then I have some fun episodes, Jordan Wisely from The Challenge.
I know Jordan.
Yeah. Yep. And then some really fucking huge guests. So big that I don't even know they'll show up. So I can't announce it.
That's scary.
So make sure you subscribe so when it drops, you're first one to see it.
Let's just say a couple of months ago, we had a few of those. Lo and behold.
They didn't show up.
Yeah.
Can you say who they are now, or do you want to not spoil the chances of them coming on?
One is, one that just kept kicking me down the old line was Santino. I'll point it out to him. He'll never, now, I mean, like, he's not going to come. I stopped trying. It was one of those things where he's like, no, totally. What about 2 weeks? It was just like, dude, it's fine.
Just say you don't want to.
Yeah. I was like,
I think I've messaged Santino before and been like, you're a like after asking him like 5 times, I've just been like, you.
he's a busy guy.
He is busy. He's very,
a
very
busy guy. And I'm not a busy guy, and I'm busy. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. I feel the exact same way. I'm like, when people like the Santinos, the Bobby Lees, the Rogans, the Seguras, all those guys, when they're busy, I'm like, I can't imagine, because I quite literally don't have a day off ever.
Oh my God.
I work 7 days a week. Easily.
I mean, I'm not going to say that about myself, but at the same time, I do have my time roped off pretty often, and when I do hear about their schedules, these more highly successful people, I go, I don't know if I have it in me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's a lot. You
Yeah.
know? And then they got like, wives and shit on top of it. I'm like, boy, oh boy, I'm over here like single, got all the time in the world conceivably, but I'm like, Thursday night football's coming up, so that's roped off.
That's
you know
a
what
good
I'm saying?
point.
I don't know. Speaking of
the
I'm
person,
sorry.
oh sorry,
no, please. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say the person that I said I was having on. I'm like, the chances are, when you're like,
Are you gonna say it now that I said one?
I don't know if I can.
It's Whitney.
No, it's not Whitney. It's big. It's big.
Oh, okay.
It's like, let's say like in what he does, he is.
Is it a comic?
It's not a comic. It's a rapper.
Oh, I think I know.
Yeah, you definitely know.
Okay.
And it's huge, right?
That is huge. Yeah, I mean and I don't even want you to say
it's so big. It's funny that you said Whitney.
It is because it's
point.
way bigger than Whitney. Yeah, sorry.
No offense, Whitney.
Yeah,
you're a huge
You're
star.
pretty huge. Yeah.
I love you. Thank you for hiring me for your roast.
It's only slightly bigger than Whitney.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah.
Oh, but probably way bigger. I mean.
It's huge.
Yeah.
So I'm like, please. But anyways, we're just
sound off in the
saying
comments and make your guesses.
Oh,
I won't
yeah.
confirm or deny, but we'd love to hear what you think. But yes, no, I mean, you had an athlete, perhaps a rapper coming on. You're going to be expanding your outside of comics.
I do want to be outside of comics.
Mm-hmm.
I also like the podcast is like, the whole point of the takeover is like, I want to sort of take over podcasting in all of the industries. Like I started with a fighter. I'm going to do a rapper. I'll have some comedians, some actors. I want some people from viral videos.
You're going to need a whore.
Yeah, I need a
whore. Real whore. That's like a podcast lane.
What's the most famous porn star girl? Who?
I would say Lana Rhoades is probably the most followed, but she's, since retired. I would say Adriana Chechik is up there, obviously, but
I've met her.
She wants to be more mainstream now, so she would love probably to do your show.
I should ask her. So I'll get the good porn stars.
Mm-hmm.
What else? Some F1 racers, maybe?
I don't know many of them.
Me neither. And I don't know, what are they going to talk about?
F1 racing. I mean, I'd love to have one on and just be like, tell me the tales of where your penis has been, because good golly, the just level of women that they probably are so bored with already,
It is so funny because, like, I feel like with the range of people, with the range, I just have ADD. With the range of people coming on my podcast, people are like, oh, it's like a educational interview about what these people are doing. But I'm like, no, I just want to know, like, when Jorge was on, I was like, who's the gayest fighter? Like, what's like the gayest thing you've seen? Like, what's embarrassing? You know what I mean? Like, I was like, does Trump like you or Colby Covington more? Like, I want to know shit that nobody else asked. I don't need to know how you started fighting. I did ask that, but like
that
everybody asked that.
Quell the nerves.
Yeah, that was to get in, so I could be like, who smells the worst?
I always wanted to have a podcast where I interview notorious penises. But I don't know how that would work out. You know what I mean? Like, I want to interview Pete Davidson's penis. Not Pete Davidson. His penis. And just be like, the places you've gone.
But you could only have so many podcast episodes of that. How many famous dicks are there?
Yeah, but you can go.
There's Pete. There's Ray J's.
I didn't even think of Ray J. I mean,
Ray
just
J would
any
be a
of those
good podcast guest.
Any of those F1 guys, I'm telling you, they're just fucking... I mean, it's like run of the mill to them at this point. They're like, ugh, another supermodel? Oh, boy. And then they like...
I couldn't imagine
it's
being
that kind of thing where they like, do I try guys now because I've you know what I'm saying?
I'm fully convinced that's how bisexual men become bisexual.
The ones that are
just have
bored
so much and then they're like, I get enough. What else is there?
My thoughts on that
Not become bisexual. I'm going to get canceled for that.
Well, you're not. I'm not.
I think some people become, and some people are born.
My theory on it is either a bisexual guy is gay and not courageous enough to just, step over the thing, step over the line and just be gay. And so he'll be like, I could tolerate some pussy once in a while. So there's that guy.
Tolerate.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Feels like they all just tolerate the
He's like,
to be
I
honest.
guess I can just... I'll throw in a couple things here and there. Sure, I like it. No, I like it. But they don't.
No, I kind of feel the opposite. I feel like if they're brave enough to even go bi, I have a joke. I'm like, I won't date a bi guy because it's gay. Like, it's just, it's gay. Like, once they're there, it's gay. There's no ungaying you're gay because you fucked a girl.
To the other side of it, I do think there is a faction of men who get so bored with all the pussy that just rains upon them that they're like, hey, I might like David Bowie, these types
Yeah.
where they're like,
I think
just,
he's
you know
truly
what?
bi.
I think I'll throw in a dude now because like I need
Bored.
a little variety. I'm so bored. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I get that.
I don't get that. I'd like to someday.
You know what it's like?
Boy, I'd like that boredom.
It's like when you're a kid and a teenager and a young adult, you eat the same sandwich, and then when you turn like 31, 32, you're like, this needs a crunch. And you add like a lettuce just for a different feeling.
That's funny.
Of the same sandwich.
And now your worlds are open to a whole new thing.
Now you can't. Now every once in a while you do without to remember the good old days and once with.
Now you're trying all kinds of different lettuce.
Yeah. Suddenly the bread's not called bread anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I would really like to get so bored with pussy that I go, do I want to dabble? That'd be nice to even get to that level. Of like so much pussy that, right now I'm finding it quite fun. That's the level I get it. So it's still a treat for me.
Still a little treatsy.
Today's Josh Potter Show is brought to us by the Game Time app, which I love so much. It's gotten me into sporting events so many times last minute for cheaper than I think I would have found it if I were to be scrounging outside the old arena, talking to some shady characters. Stop setting your alarms for 2 a.m. so that you can wake up and maybe score some tickets to that big concert. Yeah, they do concerts, they do theater events, sporting events, all kinds of things, anything really when it comes to ticket buying. Game Time takes that stress away so you can focus on the fun having that you're going to be doing. This app is fast and easy, and it's the best way to get tickets for all the sports, music, comedy, and theater near you. They got crazy deals and even a best price guarantee. And I mean, my favorite thing about it is when you get an email from them. Nicole from Game Time will tell you when the prices are dropping. There's a little flame emoji, and it's like, prices are dropping. I can get Angels tickets on this thing for $1. I know the Angels aren't very good right now, and so you're probably like, no shock there. But at the same time, it's lower. I mean, people are just like putting them up. I mean, it might as well be free. It's crazy. And right now, by the way, you can use my promo code and get a whole slew of Angels tickets. Let's just put it that way. We'll get to it in a second. So if you're trying to be spontaneous or you're just, suck at the whole planning thing, Game Time has deals on tickets right up until the day of the event. Making the purchase only takes 2 taps, so you could be the proud owner of the seats for the next live show before this ad is even over. I mean, because I didn't even tell you what the promo code is yet. So snag tickets without the stress with Game Time. Download the Game Time app right now, create your account, and use code Potter, and you're going to get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create that account and redeem code Potter for $20 off. Download Game Time today. It's the last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed. There's a guy, though, that I think that would tickle your fancy. Do you know who Aaron Hernandez is?
Yes, I went to school with him.
No shit. Well, let's get into the sports and talk.
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, beep,
Where do you know this one?
beep, 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 beep.
Wow. I don't even remember who did that. I think Odd Track Numbers might have put that one together.
Wow.
I don't even remember which one I sent you there, but we got a new sound button, all new buttons. Ooh,
Beautiful.
I can touch them. This is like good for Braille too, because I'm like, ooh, I can feel the button. Third down, third from the top is the sports.
That's how you watch TV.
Oh, it's gonna get bad.
No, stop.
Anyhow, so
Not
you went to school with Aaron Hernandez
Yeah, I did.
in Florida.
Yeah,
Are you a Gator?
I am.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Oh my lord! So you were there like.
I was there.
Did you
Tim
see
Tebow, Aaron Hernandez,
Yes.
Pouncey Twins, Jeff Demps.
Pouncey Twins be gay?
Really?
Well, that was the big meme about them because they like kissed each other on the mouth during the
Aw,
draft.
They just love each other.
And then someone tweeted, Pouncey Twins be gay.
There is like a percentage of like twins that are like, there's a thing I read one time on Reddit that
Ooh,
twins like fuck each other.
Ooh.
Yeah, that like it's more common than you think that twins are sexually attracted to each other.
Well, we had a story a couple of weeks ago where there was twins who were fucking each other. They were fraternal twins. And then they went on a show called, what was it, the Kelly, what they call, do you remember, any idea?
What was it, the Ryan?
Ryan Kelly?
Yeah, Ryan Kelly.
Ryan
They
Kelly
weren't
show?
twins, though, right? They're just brothers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense. They were just brothers.
It's kind of worse if you're brothers and not twins.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
In a
yeah, if you're
weird
twins,
way.
you're like, I just want to fuck myself, kind of. Although, if I think for me, I would be like, no, I get what all the girls are saying.
If you're identical twins, it's less weird than if you're fraternal twins. I will say that.
That's the same. Yes, I agree.
Because you're literally fucking yourself.
Right.
If you're an identical twin. You were an egg that split up. You as a person split into two and then grew up and survived.
And that's kind of my point. I
That's
think.
fucking sick.
We would-
I mean, I feel like with all the things going on in the world, Asian hate, racism, homophobia, we should all banded together and went against the identical twins. That's the thing that we should focus on.
I feel like this isn't your first twin rant. You're very like suspicious of the twins.
It's weird. An egg shouldn't be able to split and grow.
See, I think if I had an egg that split and grew and it was me, it was two of me, we would be like, when you have magnets that you turn the other way and they kept pushing off each other, we would not be attracted to each other because we're so self-loathing. I'm like, I hate me. Now there's two of me. Now I definitely hate you. We wouldn't ever talk.
Yeah.
And let alone fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but twins be fucking.
Twins probably, I mean, hey, there's definitely been some porn that I've seen where the twins be fucking.
What?
It's just out of curiosity. You go like, you see a twins
Is
thing.
it real twins?
They sure as hell look like twins.
Uh,
You know? I don't know if it's legal.
It's fucked up.
You don't like you think they're doing magic to each other?
What do you mean?
Or like with each other where they like talk
No,
to
I
each
just
other
think
and
you're
shit?
fucking your twin.
Oh,
like-
yeah.
I don't think there's magic going on. I just think you're fucking your twin. It's all sick. It's like there's so many other things to do than to
Well, here's
fuck your twin.
Sure, I guess. That's a good point.
You know?
The brothers that we had though.
Yeah.
Think about this. So they were fucking each other. Then they found out they were brothers. They had already been fucking for a pretty significant amount of time.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go back at that point.
You don't go back?
But I'll tell you something. I won't judge you for going back, but I will judge you for not being bothered enough to stop.
What if they go back because now it's hotter?
Well, that's sick.
Yeah, exactly. That's worse then.
But I guess, like, whatever. I say all these things. I truly do not give a fuck what people do. I don't care. As long as you're not, like, messing with kids or animals.
Well, speaking of a guy who was, he wasn't messing with kids, but Aaron Hernandez, we all know what happened to him then, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was a double murderer.
Mm-hmm.
After he was drafted in the NFL. And,
He was never very nice in school either.
Well, that's because
he shoved me once.
Speaking of a guy who was closeted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he definitely didn't like women. I'll tell you
he
that.
Definitely didn't like, and he's shown it in a lot of ways. He shoved you in the hallway.
He shoved me at a bar I worked at one time.
Oh my God! Like hard, like this?
No, just kind of like
put his shoulder
walked
into you?
through me like I didn't exist.
You probably
like,
fucked a dude he wanted to fuck.
Yeah, he was trying to get to the guy behind me.
Fuck Jerry.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, that was, you caught the light end of what he did to some other women. Let's just put it that way. A lot of.
I said something to him. It became a whole thing. Yeah, I
Oh
said,
my
"Don't
God.
fucking push me."
I can't believe you're alive
I
here
went
to tell the
against-
tale.
Look at
Holy
me.
shit.
Kim Congdon went against Aaron Hernandez, and I'll do it again.
Oh my God. I'm so happy that you survived to tell us.
Yeah, and then
Well, Aaron Hernandez, his brother. And by the way, there was a documentary that just came out about the Florida Gators,
I haven't
through
seen
that
it.
period. Don't watch it. All it does is suck off Urban Meyer and Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow's on there like, I just gave all my, like, he's whispering. It's so fucking, and like, this is a team that had more arrests on it than any college team in the history of time.
Yeah.
Both like during and after, after they all left college.
when I was going to school there, they called the Gators the Dirty 30.
Yeah, they were fucking. I mean, there were so many things that they left out, let alone the arrests, and left out all the arrests. Jack McCarthy over at Barstool did a whole 20-minute video on YouTube, like going over everything that they left out. Just the worst documentary ever made. Like such a fluff piece that just slobs Urban Meyer's knob, and that guy is a scumbag. And they didn't even talk. They just were like, it tried to make you feel bad for Urban Meyer. It's a terrible documentary, but I thought it was appropriate because, they barely reference Aaron Hernandez in it, let alone his murders and everything.
He was hot.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. He seems like a guy you'd be maybe into.
Yep.
Yeah.
Physically, yeah.
Right.
But that's it. Just physically for
Well, he
him.
has a brother here. We found out.
Oh.
And do we have this video? I know this is from a week or two ago.
Is he hot?
I mean, he's the brother. Let's find out. There's dramatic video captured the brother of late football star and convicted murderer Aaron Hernandez shouting at Connecticut cops to shoot him as they arrested him for allegedly plotting to shoot up 2 college campuses.
Whoa.
Oh, my Lord. Is he also gay and quelling it so hard that he has to rage out in terms of murder? I don't know. 3 officers are seen surrounding Dennis DJ Hernandez. What's with these letters? They're like, because they called Aaron AJ too, didn't they? I
yeah.
think so. I looked at you guys.
I
Like
don't
you'd have
know.
any idea, but I thought I remember that. DJ
remember
Hernandez, who is wearing a yellow hat, black Nike sweatshirt, black pants, outside his Bristol home on July 19th. Shoot me! Shoot me! He shouts as he ignores commands to get down on your knees and get on the ground. The footage was posted on Fox 61. One cop then approaches him from behind and fires a stun gun, which knocks the suspect down. I need your help, Hernandez is heard saying. One of the officers replies, that's what they're trying to do. Bristol police spokesman Jeffrey Lund said the raid took place at 1:43 p.m., when the sun is up.
Whoa.
But the timestamps on the body cam indicate that it occurred around 8:35 a.m., according to a Connecticut insider. So this is like the daytime.
A little early.
A little early to shoot up a school.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's when I guess if you're trying to be successful,
That's
when
crazy.
all the people are at the school.
That's a crazy thing for him to be doing.
Is he just like, I got to get out of my brother's shadow? I'm so sick of living in my brother's shadow. Police acting on a trip called Hernandez on the phone earlier and told him to surrender, but he told them they had better be ready because he was prepared to fight. I don't know. That's not something you want to tell the cops before they come. They're going to show up with more ammo than
Yeah, you got to tell them
than
that
you
you're
are.
cool so they come up a little.
Yeah, you want them to
Cool
shore it up
about
a little bit. Just a patrol car.
Yeah.
A couple dudes.
Hey, I'm just getting groceries out here. Nothing crazy.
The arrest, Hernandez, 4th this year, for the record, came after police received reports that he was planning attacks on Brown University and the University of Connecticut. So he's trying to go in there. He's like, I didn't even go to college.
What happened to these boys when they were younger?
I think they were definitely abused.
I think they were sexually abused.
I think that might have been
This
the
is
type of
giving
abuse.
the whole thing is
It's
giving
giving
sexual abuse. The whole thing from the beginning. Also, I don't even know if I should get into this.
Say it, sister.
I don't know if this is okay. How do I say this in the most
I'm excited. This is exciting.
I believe a lot of the times
Mhm.
when people are sexually abused, it does seem like it makes them a little gay.
It makes them a little gay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that's
that's an interesting take.
I do believe that people are. I already said this on this pod once. I 100% believe people are born gay.
Sure.
I believe some people turn gay, and I think that sometimes sexual abuse can really bring it out of you.
Do you think it
switches
shoves
something in your
them
head.
out of the closet?
I think it maybe shoves them out of the closet, where maybe they've been gay the whole time, but maybe it makes it easier to come out.
I like how you grab the microphone.
Not
like
child
this is
molesters doing good for the world. I'm just kidding. But you know what I mean. Does that make sense?
I like how you grabbed onto the microphone and really were like,
I was giving a presidential speech
yeah,
at that
zero
point.
in here.
Does
No,
that
I
make
mean,
sense without sounding like an idiot?
I haven't the research to back that up. I do
Same.
think that it could
It's just a theory.
it could unlock a proliquivity inside of your brain, if that's the correct word. That maybe because I know plenty of women who have dealt with sexual abuse, obviously.
Can we
so
see if
many
there's a
women out there.
connection with
And,
homosexuality and sexual trauma?
And in this case, I'm saying with women, though, they tend to like, certain things. Then when you have actual sex, they're like, So I've had a woman, she was like, smack me in the face. I'm like, I will not do that. I'm afraid you're going to have to find that someplace else. I'm not going to be hitting anybody.
I didn't come here to hit today.
Also, I don't need the inverse of that. Say I followed through with it and I hit this woman like she asked for, and then she was like, Psh, that wasn't very hard. And
Yeah,
then
you hit her hard.
now I'm a little bitch
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then she can't even like.
It's a fine line.
She can't get wet anymore because like I hit her softly.
You can't hit her too soft or too hard. You
Right.
have to know the perfect hit, and you only have one shot.
Either I'm Trevor Bauer and break her orbital bone, or I'm fucking some cuck who her pussy's dry every time she looks at me.
Can I give your listeners a little advice on slapping women in the face?
Please.
I think you should never take your hand more than 4 inches away from the face if you're slapping.
I think that's a weird, because here's the thing.
Well, wow, you thought that was 4 inches? He went like this when I said 4 inches. That's why he's married. What?
That's like a foot and a half.
That's like 72 inches.
Here's the
Okay,
thing,
right
though.
here. Look, right here.
Depending on, that's not 4
here.
inches either.
Right here. This is like 4 inches.
Don't
right
do
here.
it. No.
I'm not gonna do it. Right here. Right here's perfect. Look.
Okay, but see,
And you don't just smack it once. You give it a little like.
I feel like the follow through is where you get
Here,
into
let me give it to
into thicker woods there. You know what I mean?
The follow through.
The follow through, because like, Jorge Masvidal, let's just say, his 4 inches slap is gonna be a lot different than mine.
Right. It'll break my neck.
I had a girl one time where I just kind of was like, and I did a little, and she was like, "What are you doing?
No,
Don't
I
be
didn't.
a pussy."
Don't
And I
get
was like,
don't get slapped by a fighter. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I just mean like anybody, but it's fucking.
You stay close to the face. You don't wind back for a sexual slap. There's no winding.
There's no wind
You keep
back.
it close to the face. You keep it shoulder distance or closer, I'd say.
It's all follow through.
And even that's a little long, and it's not much follow through. I think there's a
Do
little.
you ask for this?
No.
That did. That wasn't convincing.
I don't ask for it, but I don't.
I mean, I would have to be asked for.
I
Wouldn't
don't
it?
say no. Not really.
Wild. Some guys out there are just on a lark
I've gotten
like-
smacked in the face by 2 guys.
that you had told beforehand.
No. But in those, and this is worse than the molesta thing for me.
I love this.
I take
revelation.
back the gay thing. Don't cancel me. I'm a nice girl.
I don't think anybody's gonna care.
Okay.
They didn't care last time you brought that up, which is funny that it's the second.
I said
kind
it
of the
twice?
second time. Not really, but like kind
Uh-oh.
of.
Did I bring up the twin thing last time too?
Not last time, but there has.
But the
been-
time before.
She comes here to make her twin rants known. But
I hate twins. I do have a weird thing against twins. They fuck me. I met triplets the other day, and I was like, "You 3 should be euthanized."
so you were. That's so funny.
Disgusting. 3. Sorry to the Versi triplets. Versi, is that their last
The
name?
Versi triplets.
Versi, yeah, Versi.
No, yeah, they are.
They're
peculiar.
nice guys. They're really funny. They played
Yeah.
poker with me. 2 out of 3 of them.
How'd you know
How'd I know what?
which one was playing? And
I didn't.
They're just
I
sitting down and
refuse to
standing
say any of their names
what?
or get to know them personally. I just guess and run away.
So you've avoided the other topic, though.
What?
You were gonna say like.
I don't remember what we were talking about.
You were gonna say the
whatsoever.
premise of the slaps. You're like, it was kind of.
It
I
was kind of.
assumed.
Yeah, it was kind of like it made sense in the moment. It was get slapped in the face sex. And those 2 particular guys were very, as what I would describe as sexually self-aware. They know when the right time to slap is. If they smack an ass, they connect every time. They're these guys.
Well, an ass is one thing. A face, that seems to me. I don't know that I'd have the balls to just assume. But maybe that's
Well,
why
it
I am where I am.
Depends
today.
what kind of little slut you're working with.
That's, I guess, that's a good point. That is a good point.
Okay, next subject.
Anywho, so Aaron Hernandez brother's a psychopath. We have this video.
Awkward.
Get on the ground for me, okay? Get on the ground for me, okay? Go less lethal, less lethal, less lethal.
That's lethal. Oh,
Is
that's
this still in Gainesville?
lethal. No, this is in Connecticut.
Oh.
Oh, been there, pal.
Hilarious. That's me when I get a cramp in the middle of the night in my calf. That's exactly what it looks like.
It's funny because he's like,
Rah!
shoot me, and then he gets that, and he's like, ow, owie,
You didn't realize it would hurt.
help me.
How come every cop is out of shape? It makes no fucking sense. I've never seen a cop that looks healthy like he could chase me well.
Instead of a cab, you're like, all cops are
Fat.
Yeah,
A calf.
calf.
Dude, I want to get that shirt. A calf.
A calf.
All cops are fat. Should we collab on an ACAF shirt?
I'm gonna avoid any cop shirts, to be honest with
Why?
you. My career's in a downward spiral already. I don't need to add to it.
Oh, what do you think the police are listening to podcasts?
I think some might. Mine. I don't know.
You
Sound off in the comments if you
you're a
want the
cop.
ACAF shirt. Anyhow.
With a fat little piggy in it in a police uniform. It's so funny because I
Do you wanna
guarantee you when you see a cop, he'll be fat and he'll read it. That's
Do you
want
to get harassed when you get pulled over? Pick up the new ACAF shirt from Kim and Josh.
The Kim and Josh collection. It's just offensive. Twins, triplets should be euthanized is the other one.
That one I'll get on board with. So that guy, you know, we didn't get a good look at him. It doesn't. I don't know if he resembles
Also,
his
look
brother.
how gay he fell.
No one's falling in a cool way when you get tased because your muscles are
If
paralyzed.
I was dating him, that would give me the
That
ick.
would give you the ick?
Yeah, I'd be like, the way he fell when he was tased, not for me, really.
Well, it's interesting you bring up the ick because I was going to ask you this next video if you would get the ick from this person. They
Probably.
break a world record. Now that's hot.
Ugh, okay, yeah.
Now that's hot. Breaking
Okay.
a world record?
But for what?
Well, let's find out. Let's see. Let's watch this guy. Oh shit! Oh shit! I'd be like fanning the guy.
He's just getting sucked off.
Yeah, look at all those people. They're like,
Where is this? Like an elementary school gym?
this is at the Rubik's Cube World Championships.
No way. This is a sweet moment.
For those
the-
just listening at home, not watching, this man broke the world record for assembling a Rubik's Cube. I believe it was 3.6 seconds or something like that. Did that turn you on?
as a Ruby myself.
You were a
cubester,
Rubik's lady?
as a cubester myself, yeah.
You were a Rubester?
Yeah, I can solve a Rubik's cube not in 3 seconds, but in like 2 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
You should
got
get
one?
in there. I wish we had one. Holy
I would
shit.
solve it during this podcast if you had one.
I remember I was on I guess it would have been like month 8. And my mom just goes, why don't you just take the stickers off? And I was like, that's ridiculous.
That's
that you would
actually how I
suggest
solved
that.
my first Rubik's Cube when I was 8.
It
I
made me
rearranged
so
the stickers.
depressed. I was like, that's not how you do it. I got mad at my mom. She really tore the mask off. Wasn't a superhero to me anymore, you know?
But I like
moment?
the way she thinks.
And I was like, so this guy though, I hope he got his dick sucked to the moon, frankly.
I don't think he did. I hate to break it
If
to
you're
you.
out there and I don't even know this guy's name. I wish I did. Does it say his name in those words? Or does it just say this guy should get his dick sucked 1,000
What's
times?
what's a word like slut that starts with R?
Well, not a rube. What was I gonna say?
A Rubik's ratchet?
A ratchet Rubik's lady. Max Park.
A cube?
Ladies.
A cube cunt?
Find Max Park and slob on his rubes because goddamn, he deserves it. He
What do
deserves
you
all the pussy.
like? No, I don't know if he does.
Why?
I just don't.
He's the best in the world at something.
Yeah, that's true.
Some girls flicking her bean to that. They're like the dexterity in those fingers.
Yeah, that's true.
If he can figure out the Rubik's Cube that fast,
can find a
find the
clit.
G-spot. Yeah, exactly. He's finding the clit
yeah.
real quick.
He's finding the clit.
Click, clack, cluck, cluck. He finds it. You're coming up buckets.
Click, clack, cluck, cluck.
Squeak, beep, beep, beep. He's in there like... You're
Yeah,
squirting
no,
before you even know he's in.
Max Park's the man. I gotta admit it.
Yeah.
Do you think he'd slap me in the face?
I bet Max Park's a freak.
I bet he's not. I have a feeling he's very sweet in bed. He looks like he pushes your hair out of your way of your forehead.
That's nice. Now you're talking my language.
Yeah,
That's what I
same.
do. I'm not a slapper. Let me move that piece of hair from your forehead.
You know, I really range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a switcher, as they say.
I'm a switcher, yeah.
Now, there's another kid that we have, right? A video of.
3x3x3.
This guy does something impressive too, doesn't he? What does he do? Is it a child? This is like a baby, right?
Yeah, why'd you say guy and it's this guy?
Oh, this is cool. Okay, pause this. I don't know if this is going to get us ripped off the internet. It very well might because it's got music in the background.
Oh, cute.
But so before I play it, because if someone called that out last week, when YouTube is a cunt to us, we have to take it out. And someone's like, there was a jump cut there. What did they say? Ugh. I didn't say anything. It was a fucking video that we had to cut out.
People do that for me too. And
Guess
they think
what?
I'm hiding something.
Yeah, I'm not hiding anything. I'll tell you everything. We're to listen to the conversation we just had for the last fucking 34 minutes.
Gay people are wonderful.
But so there's a little kid here, and he can barely speak, but he can identify every NFL, like this one. If I were to, if I had it. Wait, that's not the right one. Like, he would know this one. You know what I mean? That's not sports, but, he would know it. I was trying to find the acapella one here. I sent you the wrong one, didn't I? He would know. He'd be like, he'd be like, Monday Night Football on ABC. So that's what we're watching here. If it gets deleted, sorry.
Someone should make a
it is
rap
impressive,
song to
though.
the NFL theme song.
I did, basically. Go ahead, play this. He's cute.
Okay, what's this one?
Oh, Sunday Night Football.
Yeah.
NFL Fox.
How does he know this?
Let's see.
Monday night.
Monday Night Football, yeah.
Monday Night Football.
I didn't even realize they had different sounds.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this next one.
Ooh, this one's tough.
NFL Network.
Oh, that was tough. That's premium cable.
What's that?
Prime Video.
Which one?
Prime Video he knows?
Video.
He knows the one for the new Thursday Night Football? I don't even know that one. Ooh.
Baseball.
That's baseball. He even knew baseball. They tried to trick him there with that bullshit.
Oh, wow. He's so cute.
And they knew baseball. I think that's great.
He's
Someday he's
literally
going to
so
get laid, too. Someday down the road,
What?
When
Leave
he's
him
older.
alone.
Don't touch him.
Leave him alone.
Now, can
Don't
we...
touch him.
We have a bit of a thing as we continue the sports because football's coming and baseball's about to be an afterthought, but I thought we'd get a baseball clip in here. And this is kind of reminiscent of the Tom Brenneman clip. Well, not the Tom Brenneman clip that you all know where he apologized, but more like his father's where we played the... Well, this is the long Ask Marty time. So this is good, actually. I'll just play this for a second. Oh, that's not it.
It is Ask Marty time.
That, if you remember that episode... This kind of is reminiscent of that. Let's play it.
When you get on flights, you start looking at the people that come on, right? And you see a lot of kids, and you figure, okay, a lot of kids on this flight, I feel pretty safe.
Have you heard me say this?
We're going to have an easy flight.
Is this why you're playing it?
Oh, I know, but I also look at the people. What happened if you're all of a sudden you start seeing a lot of people, and you might be the youngest guy by like 20 years, and you're like, oh, this might be... Hopefully it's not the time. He's lived a long life. You never know.
That man's my soulmate.
Jeff Nelson?
I do that too. Okay, well, I thought my therapist said it was my OCD. So
I
maybe
think everybody subconsciously just goes like, because I used to do that when I was fearful of flying. Now I just take copious amounts of drugs to just go, if it goes down, fine.
I hope I go down with it. It's
Yeah,
like you
like,
will, Josh.
Can't wait.
There's no getting out of it.
Please go down. That kind of thing. That's how high I get. But no, I think everybody has that moment where they're like, well, look at all the babies on here. It couldn't possibly go down. And then you're like, I don't know.
That's how I feel. First of all, I tap the plane twice before I get on it.
You tap the plane.
On the outside as you're
Which
getting
part?
on you too. Yeah, I tap it twice, right by where your hand would be. If you're
That's OCD.
going. So I tap it twice, 2 times only, 3 times is not good.
Like you play for Notre Dame and you're about to go on the field.
Yeah,
you tap the plane.
Yeah, I go like this, and then you know what? I saw on a Reddit thread one time that a flight attendant said that like 25% of the plane does that. They tap it twice.
Really?
Yeah.
And we got 2 people in here that do it. That's wild.
So this is my whole thing.
If I saw someone
twice.
tap it, I'd go, don't touch it. You're going to break it.
I tap it twice, and then I have to look at everyone in the eye. It's not even necessarily if there's babies, because like God kills babies all the time. But
Sure it does.
It does make me feel better when there are children, because I'm like, oh, what are the chances? And I have to look everyone in the eye, and there has to be like at least one other person on the plane besides me that doesn't seem like an NPC and like really looks like they genuinely need to get somewhere.
Do you think that's what that woman thought about that?
Yeah,
person?
I think
She
she
goes,
thought she was the only one and she had to wake up and use all her
she goes,
fucking...
that motherfucker
Right.
is not real. Was she saying he's
No,
an
I think
NPC?
I think she was drunk.
It was Pinky Doll Yes back there, like, ice cream so good. Ice cream so good. Gang,
Thank you for the
gang.
roses.
Gang,
Thank
gang.
you for the roses. Should we do that live?
I mean,
Those people are making $1,000 a day.
I need $1,000.
So we should get on
Ice
there.
cream so good. Ice cream so good.
Thank you for the roses.
Pinky Doll Yes.
Slap me in the face.
Slap me in the face.
Slap
Yeah.
me in the face. You slap yourself.
Oh my lord! There was a guy doing that too. That someone was like, "Society has crumbled," because there was a guy like, "Ooh, glizzies."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I get what he's
Nom,
doing.
nom, nom, nom,
yeah,
nom.
yeah. He was like, I'm like, that's not hot dogs, pal. That they're hoping that they look like.
Yeah, but he's making 1,000. Would you get suck on some glizzy?
I
How
would
many
be like-
thousands a day do you
I
need to
would-
suck on fake glissies?
I would need
No,
the
wait,
fake
no.
yes,
Hold
yes,
on.
yes.
Let's talk
Okay.
about this. How many thousands per live? You have to stay on the live for an hour. How many thousands do you need to genuinely? And like, I'm talking like YMH is watching.
Yeah.
Like this is on your feed where your friends who respect you
Okay.
are watching.
Okay.
And how many would it take for you to go, thank you for the glizzies, and genuinely make a gagging sound viciously at the phone for over an hour?
Kim, for $5,000 right now, I wouldn't even need them to be labeled as glizzies. I would be like,
Cock.
thank you for the penis. Thank you for the penis. And do that for how many out? 1 out?
Would you take fake loads to the face? You have a
I'd be
person
like,
squirts you?
Come so good. Come so good. Come so good.
Look her up.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could make 5,000 an hour doing that.
An hour?
Yeah.
Oh my lord, give me 2 hours and then I'll just be like, I'm retired. folks. I did shoulder hair porn
You did?
as like a bit.
A bit in quotations. I
No,
made
it was
thousands.
a bit. I made $15,000 doing
Did you?
a bit. Yeah, I did.
Made
I had-
15 grand?
You know how much I lost because I got so
Your dignity?
Because that. Yes. Do you know how much though that I lost because it was sucking my soul because it was COVID times. There was no stand up. I'm like, now I'm just doing this. and I could not do it anymore. And I said no to the rest of them. $20,000 on top of the 15.
You made 30. Oh, you would have
I
made
could
20
have
more.
made 20
What were
more.
you doing?
I was like, I had my shirt off, and people would be like, "It's my dad's birthday or something. Can you do some hot shoulder hair porn for him?" And
Can
I would
I
be like,
ask you?
"Hello, Larry," or whatever, and I would say things like that. I'd be like, "Ooh, take a good look, screen grab it for your girl, so you can watch it and come when you're with her," stuff like that. The huge.
I remember one time I had tried to convince you to do something gay like that. Was that the reason? And do I come up here all the time and
No,
just
no,
convince you
you-
to do gay things?
No,
like
you
suck-
said I should just blatantly get an OnlyFans and like jerk off for dudes.
Oh yeah.
This was more like a wink and a nod. Everyone knew the bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least
yeah.
I hope so. There could have been a couple that got in there that were like genuinely masturbating. To which I say, please hit me up again. I'll make more.
I've had guys hit me up and be like, "Can you make fun of my dick pic and I'll send you $300?"
I remember that.
And I've done that.
What was the one you were talking about where you got $600? Or no, it was $6,000.
$6,000. Oh yeah, the guy that jerked off for 60 seconds.
You had to just watch him jerk off for 60 seconds?
I had to laugh at him the whole time, which made it a lot easier.
Oh, I would have been cackling.
Sweetie, I laughed all the way to the bank.
Yeah, I would have been cackling to the high heavens for that.
Sweetie, yeah.
It's funny because it's like there was there's periods of time, things are ebbs and flows and like, in terms of this type of career. So like there are times when you have money where you're like with the cameo thing, I'm like, I can't do it anymore. My dignity.
Yeah. And then
like you reach
2
a
months
little bit of
later.
a valley and you're like, my dignity's not that important
you're
any longer.
suddenly wearing tank tops again.
Yeah, I've got basketball jerseys on. I'm like, hey, hit that cameo link, folks.
Oh yeah, I've definitely. Yeah, I sell my thirst traps on my Patreon. This is the whole thing with that for me. I don't know if I've talked about this with you before, but people were messaging me for years. Like, I wasn't posting anything crazy on my social media. I would say, like, if I wasn't a comedian, it'd be like the average girl's Instagram.
Sure.
A bathing suit pic every now and then, cute pictures when I go out of what I'm dressed in. Like, it was like that mixed with comedy. But the amount of messages I was getting of people being like, just came to you so hard. Like, it was like at least 3 a day
Fellas,
for years.
It doesn't take much for us, some of us fellas. You
So
know?
then I was sick of it, and then I just archived all those pictures, and now they're going on a Patreon.
So you're sick of the fact that they were getting a nut for free.
Yeah, don't nut for free on my behalf.
You know, I
This
mean,
nut costs.
hey, I get that. I can understand like being
New
like,
shirt.
Whereas,
This nut costs.
This nut costs.
Kim and Josh collection. This nut costs.
This nut costs something.
And then the Venmo.
For
and then
me,
no, you
if
should have a. You
if
should.
a woman wrote to me, by the way, and I have had not maybe like 2 or something, but if they were like, I just came to this picture of you, I would be like, oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you want money from me?
Yeah, it feels a little different. Yeah, it's different because it's hard for women to come. So that is nice.
Well, we have to get to some news stories before everyone in the internet loses their fucking mind. But there is one more sports story video I want to see. I feel like you'd relate with this lady. Maybe you've been this lady.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. So here there's a woman.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the velocity on that woman.
I like that she's still on the phone. She's ordering food.
That's what she's like, hello, yeah, uh-huh, peace. I mean, that woman flies.
She like pushes her. She's like, get out my face.
I thought
Anyways,
it was fake at first. I'm like,
anyways, it's V for Victor. I for.
doesn't it look like it's like Photoshop that this woman flies extra far? But Jesus.
I'm such an idiot. I didn't realize that they were at a game, and I was like, they're matching.
They're matching. Well, they are of the same team. And there's a guy with a Nolan Ryan, big old man with a Nolan Ryan jersey in front of him. And
She
just,
really
like,
flings her. They should have drafted her
now,
after that.
I know. She had a better stiff arm than Derrick Henry, for Christ's sake. Now, what do you think in terms of why this happened? Have you gotten into a thing like that?
Not since I was in like college.
Okay.
Yeah.
Back in the Gator
Back in the
back
Gator
in the
days.
swamp?
To be honest, yeah. I've gotten into a couple little things. I got punched in the face by actually a very famous sports coach, basketball coach. His
Ooh.
daughter punched me in the face.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he did it. I was like,
No.
Spill the tea.
His daughter, his name is, it rhymes with Rock Mivers. His daughter punched me in the face.
Isn't he
in
like
college.
dating one of his daughter's friends? Or
I could see that.
something? I don't know. I don't want to throw that on you. Their old doc.
Allegedly.
Rock.
Allegedly.
Rock. Sorry.
No! Now they'll all know.
Well, let's get into some news things.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum,
We have a bit of semen terrorism.
Ah,
Have we talked about semen terrorism?
the worst form.
It is the worst form. I'm trying to raise awareness to it, you know.
Semen terrorism is one of the funniest things I've ever heard a
It's-
podcast segment be started with.
It's, hey, it's very prevalent in the world. There's different forms of it. We have to get ahead of it. This one happened in a Walmart. I thought that was what that was going to say. We're learning the new soundboard, folks. I got to tell you.
It always happens at Walmart.
Yes, this one.
In Walmart.
Yes.
I
That's
thought
what
that
I
was
was
me
looking
in my head.
Fucking nasty.
That's right. It is fucking nasty. All semen terrorism is fucking nasty.
Oh,
Have you ever been a victim of semen terrorism?
no. I've only self-victimized myself.
Yeah.
Wait,
You're
I
like
didn't semen on myself. That's not what I meant.
No.
But-
You're like a Secret Service agent. You've taken the bullets.
Yeah, as an
On
undercover,
purpose, yeah.
as an undercover officer.
I've dove in front of the bullets.
This one's safe, boys.
Well, this comes to us by way of DRP, who sent this in. It says, a man is accused of possibly squirting bodily fluid from a syringe onto a woman shopping at a Walmart in Northwest Indiana.
In Walmart.
Oh,
On the afternoon of August 14th, Portage police responded to a Walmart located on the 6000 block of Route 6 on a report of a sexual assault. According to the records, a woman told authorities that she was in the old spray paint aisle when a man later identified as Dontrell Morris. Always happens in the spray paint aisle.
wow, that guy was really fucking.
So Dontrell Morris, 40, of Three Rivers, Michigan, stood close to her.
It was 4 Rivers after he was done.
And then he was really awkward after he approached her, after allegedly pretending to bump into her. He was like, oh, gee, oh, good golly. Oh, I'm sorry. Records state Morris left, then the woman noticed something sticky near her lower back. The woman told staff and the police were called. Responding officers reviewed surveillance footage and were able to determine that Morris's vehicle as a Toyota Camry, blah, blah, blah. And around 1:40 p.m., Morris was located inside his vehicle in a nearby parking lot, probably making another batch, if you know what I'm saying. As he was being taken into custody, records indicate that the plastic syringe was located in his shorts. Morris told police officers that the white creamy substance located inside the syringe was just lotion. That's just lotion. Officers believe it was possibly semen. I wonder if they were like,
why didn't they test it?
like they do it like they test Coke. They
Put it in your gums. If it goes numb, it's semen.
Yeah, that's semen. That's semen there for you. I know semen every day, Jeff. And they're like, okay. That's why I always wonder how do they, because when it's in the syringe, I always wonder, without the lab, how do they know?
Well, why can't they just take the shirt into a lab and then prosecute the guy?
Well, I mean, they can, I suppose.
That's what I'd do. If someone semened me unwillingly
like
in a Walmart
if
aisle,
it came out of a syringe, there's question still is all I mean. Whereas if it came from the tap, you'd know. There's no mistaking it. It's not like you could be like, that's just lotion coming out of my penis.
yeah, he should have watered it down so it didn't look so, and dyed it a funny color.
Yeah,
Should've
you
been like,
should
I got
make
gum on my shirt.
This is blue. Yeah.
And someone's like, cum? No, gum. And then the whole time it is cum.
Man, you just gave the semen terrorists they're writing that down.
Oh,
now.
no.
But it might be more fun for the semen terrorists to actually, like, I think they get off
I'm like
on
the
the
pilot on
woman knowing
9/11.
Yeah, no, worse. You're like, here's how I would have done it on 9/11. You Osama bin Laden's consultant for semen terrorism. He was charged with sexual battery and battery by bodily waste. Morris posted a required 10% of his $15,000 bail to be released from jail, according to court records. His initial hearing is scheduled.
Is that him?
Scheduled for Wednesday.
He looks like he could get laid just fine.
You're like,
he,
he can squirt semen on me anything.
Is that him smiling in the next shot, the first shot? Is that his LinkedIn?
Yeah.
That is him, right?
I mean, I can't gauge if it is
I wish he was
or not.
smiling in the second picture because that is hilarious if that's his LinkedIn.
He's like, he works in retail, so he knew to go to the spray paint aisle. That's the best place for it. You never know what you get on yourself in the spray paint aisle.
They have the same name.
Yeah, that's.
Why are you laughing? Is
that's
it racist if I'm confused? They look kind of alike.
That's why I wasn't going to jump
Don't
to
say
conclusions.
I know what you guys are thinking. The white people in the back are like, they're totally different skin colors. That's the lighting. Black people look different in different lighting.
I wasn't going to assume one way or the other. And
Your producers are racist.
Well, here's the thing. I also didn't want that poor Dontrell who's smiling. He's like, oh, Jesus. Now when you Google his name,
Can you look up that Dontrell? I think that's him. And that's funny.
That's
the same guy.
Can we verify?
It's not the same guy.
Damn it. But did you know, is it in Portage? Does it say he's from Three Rivers? That's how
right.
we'd know.
Is that guy from Three Rivers on his LinkedIn?
That's how we know, Alex.
Yeah.
Before you jump to conclusions.
Yeah. No, I'm telling you, they're trying not to be racist, but they're actually being more racist.
It says Three Rivers, Michigan.
Three
Semen
Rivers.
terrorist.
Retail associate. That's a cummy thing to do. Cashier. He's always in a store, dude.
What's that say?
Three Rivers.
That's him.
That's him.
There's just happened to be two Dontrell Morrises from
that
Three
look
Rivers.
just like him. That's the same guy. Look at them.
We've
Look
got
at these little
Alex's head's
charcuterie
in a
eaters.
pretzel back there.
Shocked. Knew nothing about black lighting. Trying to make me the racist. I had to pause the segment.
You did.
I already did the gay thing. I can't double down.
You did the gay thing. Yeah, the twins.
Oh God.
You know, you got one group on your side.
The white straights.
The blacks.
Oh hell yeah.
Well, speaking of,
The inner city blacks.
Oh my God.
This one coming to us by way of T-Bone and Justin M. Two people sent this in. This is how this woman, perhaps racist, who knows, in a luxury Italian hotel, they've been forced to apologize after they covered a bikini-clad woman in chocolate as a part of a dessert buffet, with a teenage girl among the guests left with a sour taste from the disgusting display.
Because it was on her pussy.
Because they
This
were trying
tastes sour.
They were trying to get her next.
Boy, did that naked woman who was my dessert leave a sour taste in my mouth.
I want the schnozberries to taste like schnozberries.
Daddy, my schnozberries taste like pussy.
Federico Mazzariari said that he and his 14-year-old daughter were staying at the Voi Colonna village in Sardinia when a female employee was slathered in chocolate syrup and made to lie on the table of dessert offerings for at least 30 minutes. They're like, oh, you want one of her? That's what they did.
It doesn't even look good.
She looks like a corpse.
She looks like, you ever go to a bakery and they have the old food sitting out with the flies on it in the display window? She looks like the Starbucks like sandwiches.
What was the purpose? You're supposed to like dip things onto her or something? Or are they just like, here is a woman? I'm doing French now. I don't even know what accent I'm doing anymore. The HR manager shared a photo on his LinkedIn. Speaking of LinkedIn, I'm glad we were on the page.
did?
I'm glad we were on the page so that we could find this. Writing of his and his daughter's disgust at the hotel treating the female body as the man who was disgusted was an HR manager.
Oh, okay.
So not the kind of guy you want to do something risky in front of.
No.
He's going to be up in arms. He can't wait. He's off the clock, and he can't wait to report this to someone else's HR team.
He gets hard at the thought of narking.
Yeah, he's, oh, God, I can't wait to tell someone.
A young safety patrol grown up.
Yes. Last night, after a beautiful day in which many people worked hard to ensure that the many guests had a carefree day, I was speechless to see this scene. We deeply regret the incident. We are taking immediate action to address this incident constructively to ensure that no customer should feel offended in any way in the future.
She looks like, in that picture, she kind of looks like...
Why is she in the fetal position?
Every time I cook chicken, I'm paranoid that it's not cooked enough.
Yeah.
And it always ends up looking just like her by the time I'm done.
Also, like, lay in a sexual way or something. Or
No,
like...
she's in, like, farting while you nap position. Like, I can't see there's nothing sexy about this. The food's not, it's just, like, laid in front of her. You just have to, she looks like homeless.
She looks like she's like, my tummy hurts.
She looks like she shit all over herself and she's trying to recover.
I don't like it. It's like, did this food give you a stomachache?
Did they powder her boob? What's happening there? Did they powder sugar her titty?
Is that just a tan line that's really glaring due to the chocolate?
This looks like a Doja Cat video.
That's funny. Well, Luke Rutt sent something else in. Let's get off this sad lady. Luke Rutt sent something else in. This one I found interesting. A 40-year-old man was arrested last week after allegedly breaking into a home in Seattle's Highland Park neighborhood while a teenage girl was inside. Seattle police said the man started drinking gasoline when officers attempted to take him into custody.
Just let him.
Now, what is that? I mean, what does that do to a person, the gasoline? Because, I mean, if you get gasoline on your skin, you ever spill gasoline on yourself? It burns.
Wish. It smells so good.
It smells pretty good.
You know it doesn't smell anymore. Have you noticed that?
You know, from the gas station, you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, what kind of gas do you buy? I just had... Granted, I haven't driven a car in 6 years, but I pumped gas when I went to Vegas for the first time in, like, years. And I remember, like, being excited about it, and I spilled some on my hand, and it smelled bad.
I don't smell it at the gas stations anymore. I don't know if anyone's noticed, but
have you huffed it too much that it's burned your nose hairs?
I get gas like once every 2 weeks. I'm not there that often, so I'm surprised that I can never smell it. I think they're watering down the gas.
Hot tip from Kimmy Congdon.
You guys are gonna pull this up in like 3 years when everyone's tweeting like watery gas, hashtag water gas.
The government's watering down the gas.
I think they are. Why?
They might be.
What?
Did you just Google
they
it?
tried to find it and it just came up what causes excessive farts.
What happens when you Google what happens when you drink gas? Obviously there's got to be some like poison aspect to it, but
of course it's gasoline.
This guy's like he's trying to get it out of the tank and guzzle it, and he found a tank and he's drinking out of it, and it's just like, I guess this guy probably...
He's trying to kill himself because he got caught,
Was he trying to kill himself, or was he just trying to go to the hospital? Because the hospital's a little less than jail. So he could be cuffed to the bed at least and be in a hospital. What does it say?
You're going to go to jail after.
Symptoms of intoxication by ingestion of gasoline can range from... So is he just trying to get high, too? Is he like, man, I drink this shit all the time? Right. You ever have a sweet buzz, like... drinking gasoline? I can't even imagine. It causes vertigo, causes vomiting, drowsiness, and confusion. I guess that could be a kind of a fun high.
Yeah.
Hemorrhaging. Okay, I don't like that one.
We're back out.
Hemorrhaging from the lungs and internal organs. Yeah, I'm going to avoid that one.
It doesn't sound great to drink gas, yeah. Plot twist, everyone.
Plot twist.
Drinking gas is bad for you.
Such a peculiar
Wow, what
thing
an
here.
educational podcast you have here.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, let's see if gas is drinkable.
Twins should be gassed, and you shouldn't drink it. Thanks for joining us today on the Josh Potter Show, and take those lessons home with you. I don't think there was anything else involved in this story. I just found it odd that he was drinking the gas. Alice Cohen sustained... Oh, that's a different...
Josh Nye, the sporty guy.
Josh.
Josh.
Yes, today we are going to... I bring a gasoline in. We're going to find out the problems of drinking gas. And then I just do that on the YouTube.
Yeah.
That's what I should have done. I would have been a really great podcaster. I'm sorry I fell short today, folks.
Make sure you guys come in next week for bleach in the eye, good or bad.
Next week I'll be pouring bleach into my eye to see the effects of that. I'll do the dead one. Don't worry.
What if it came back?
Oh God.
What if it
that'd be
healed?
awesome.
It's like it's like dyslexia for your eye.
Sometimes I take the dead one and I stare into the sun just so I can feel something with it or see something because it is so bright.
You know what you should try to do? Okay, this is just really some hippy dippy shit I've been looking into.
Okay.
You should buy some unrefined castor oil and start rubbing it over your eyelids before bed because I heard it helps vision. And there's a lot of people, if you look at the reviews, a lot of people said it changed their vision and helped their eyes.
May I say, you women have been doing some wild shit with this castor oil.
I've been putting it in my belly button hole.
Don't you put it in your vaginas?
No.
To tighten the vaginas or something?
What? That was the clink of my castor oil opening.
Well, you put it on your belly button for what?
Because I heard it's good for cramps, and I've been putting it on my stomach because I heard it makes you lose fat.
Can we Google what occurs when, just like we did with the Vaseline, what happens when you put castor oil on a vagina? Does it say it right there? Shells are not meant to be used on the eyes. Well, okay, so that takes away.
Well, that's the store-bought ones. You got to do unrefined. And not rubbed in the eyes, on the eyelids.
What does it say about vaginas?
Castor oil is natural, organic, alternative, safe for vaginal dilators, pelvic floor exercises, and general sexual. So people use it for lube, which I wouldn't use it for lube because it's kind of like thick and sticky. It's like not like slippery like lube.
Maybe some people want to like get some grip in there.
Oh yeah, sweetie, you'll get stuck in there.
Get some grip in there. You got instead of the it's too tight, I need lube. This one's too loose, I need castor oil.
Get some castor
to grip
oil
me on the walls.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
You'll have a pussy like Winnie the Pooh's honey pot.
Where he gets his hand stuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm stuck in the walls.
Oh, I can't do
Piglet.
it. I was trying.
What does Pooh do?
Oh, I can do.
Oh, that's good.
That's Mickey Mouse. Get your my hand stuck in your pussy.
Excuse me, do you have any honey in your puss?
Who's that?
That was just, I usually
I
say
know
games in your phone, but.
It's your kid voice.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Oh, boy. Well, tell everyone where they can find you and plug everything you want to plug.
Hell yeah.
I'm sorry we didn't do any dates in the beginning. I should have reminded you of that.
That's okay. You guys, make sure you come out and see me. I'll be in Raleigh, North Carolina, September 22nd and 23rd. Buy tickets for that on my website, kimcongdon.com, which I also have merch. This is my merch. Kim Congdon.
Ooh.
This is me.
It's funny because I have one of your stickers on my fridge.
Uh-huh.
And, you look hot in it.
Thank you.
And a girl's like, who the fuck's that?
Oh.
A girl that I just had at my
Hell
house.
yeah.
She's
So
like,
buy-
I'm
so-
like, oh, Jesus. That's good.
Get some stickers, get some t-shirts, kimcongdon.com. I'll also be in New York August 31st till the 5th doing shows out there. I'll be in Austin, Texas, September 13th till September 21st. Then September 28th, me and Josh, I believe, are heading over to Skankfest.
Oh, yeah, I'll be there.
Skankfest, September 28th to the 1st. Till October 1st. We're going to have a great time. Come see us do shows. Josh, I'd love for you to do my show on KimFest again.
Yes. I'm gonna.
And kimcongdon.com, patreon.com/kimcongdon. This Bitch podcast with Sarah Weinshank. And please, 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 if you're listening right now, I need all the support in the world. Please go subscribe to my new podcast, The Kim Congdon Takeover.
Go subscribe, rate, review. Do that while you're here, too, if you can. I would appreciate that. But other than that, I hope I see you in Portland on September 23rd. I hope I see you at Skankfest, as Kim mentioned. I'll be in SoulJoel's in Pottstown, PA, October 20th and 21st. Then the 26th of October, I'll be in San Francisco at Cobb's Comedy Club. And after that, October 29th, I'll be in old Seattle. So buy tickets to those shows. Please get on that. They can all be found in the description, or you can go over to my Instagram at Josh_Potter, or my Twitter at J_Potter, or my X, whatever the fuck it's called. Sorry, Elon, my bad. But please buy tickets and join us on there. Twitch.tv/Josh. is Josh_Potter. Yep, that's the old Twitch. I hope you join me on that. Patreon. We got a Patreon as well. Just whatever you can support on, I would greatly appreciate it. I love you very much, and we'll see you next time right here on The Josh Potter Show. Want to smoke more?